Greetings everyone, welcome back to the channel, to another edition of the Wrestling Corner. Before we start talking about this third episode, I have made a vote for Instagram the other day, a couple days ago, and say, hey, how many videos you guys wanted me to do? And it was 50-50 between one video per week to 2 videos per week. And I did, basically last week did the 2 videos, but now from here on out I'm gonna be making one video per week. It's gonna be every single Sunday. Every Sunday I'll be uploading a wrestling corner every Sunday. So every Sunday is gonna happen. So look out for that. So this third episode, what today we're going to talk about, we're not going to talk about any rivalries. We're not going to talk about any wrestlers. I'm going to talk about why I don't watch the current wrestling product as a whole. So here we go. So I'm going to be ranting, in other words. So I'm going to put on quotations ranting about this, maybe. So let's begin. I've been a wrestling fan for literally almost all my life. I think you guys already knew that, maybe. I've been a wrestling fan since 2008. And 2008 as in, I would say, after when they went PG. I watched that, actually, so I grew up with the PG stuff, kind of, a bit of the PG stuff. So basically, the start of the PG era, I started watching wrestling. But I like to watch old stuff. And from 2008 to 2012, 13, it was watchable. Yeah, I felt like it was watchable at the time, because I was new. I like wrestling. I've been a big fan of wrestling fans, so. And then I would say, from 2014 is where I believe the downfall of my wrestling love started to diminish from 2014. With the whole Daniel Bryan shit and all that kind of stuff. And then 2015 began my downfall of hating this professional wrestling, hating the WWE in general, because that's what made me talk about WWE stuff. I started hating it when they push Roman Reigns and shove them down people's throats. By the way, this is not the current Roman Reigns. I heard he's the tribal chief right now, so that's what it's called. So, and I've seen his work, so it was good. But a couple years back, I would say 6 years ago, he was so green. They just shoved him down people's throats, and it was awful and awful. To the point I feel like it's getting so bad. It's getting really, really, really bad. And then I decided to say, you know what? I'll give 2016 another shot. It was okay year, but still was shit. And then you say, I watched half of 2017, but then I stopped completely because I had enough to watch wrestling now. Here's my reason why I hate professional wrestling nowadays. Professional wrestling, the wrestlers. First of all, the wrestlers. Look, how we go. Looking back around the 80s and 90s, you got big guys like 6 foot, 6'3", 6'4", 7 feet guys hogging the main event and become world champions and all that type of stuff. You see these guys got the big draws, got the big stuff because they look like and kick your ass in real life. And then look at now. You found people that are shorter than me. I'm actually 6 foot. I'm 6 foot to 5'11". Kind of like my height or lower. Getting the main event shots. The guys who are not build like a big guy and all that type of stuff. Yes, I like big dudes hogging the spotlight and become world champion because they look believable. From a casual standpoint, they look believable and they look like a good they look like can beat the shit out of you. Compared to these what they call these guys, the indie darlings, or those people are just basically wrestle all over the world and have no character, no charisma, has nothing, has literally nothing. Well, there's a specific type of wrestling fan that like these type of guys that have none of the factors. All they do is just good wrestling, and that's it. We call them the hardcore fans, or the smarks, the wrestling smarks. The basement dwelling, Cheetos eating, Big Mac eating, freaking My Little Pony type freaking guys. Like, yep, those people, those guys, the one you see on the screen right now. That's what we call smart. Those guys don't like people like Stone Cold. Don't like people like Undertaker. Don't people like Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Goldberg. All they care about is people like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle, what else? Sami Zayn. Indie wrestling. Anyone that's an indie wrestler that's just wrestles all over the world and is happy to be there are the ones they care. Okay, if you're a businessman and if you pick between a guy that's like a 5'3", wrestles all over the world in independence, wrestles someone that's like 6'8", it's like 300, 200 some pounds, a big behemoth of a man, who would win? The big guy would win because it looks believable. Because the reason is these big guys can hurt these guys that literally have no muscle in their body. They get freaking literally injured. That's why, because they pair with these big guys. These small guys should be in the cruiserweight division or let them be in the mid card. But they just hug the main event spotlight. Like literally should be guys that are actually fit to run the main event scene. You got those like wrestlers in WWE like doing acrobatics all over the place. It felt like oh my god, acrobatics. And they just jerk off to it. They literally just jerk off to these type of wrestlers. And people will say freaking Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze is the best match in the night, or fucking Nakamura versus Styles, which is both these matches are awful. These are god awful matches. Those are terrible matches compared to Stone Cold versus The Rock, Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Undertaker versus Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Between big guys that actually can beat the shit out of each other. You don't find that no more. Now you find these indie wrestlers. They're just absolutely cringe to watch. And the people that people fap the most is that people at AEW, the Cody Rhodes, the Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, those are the type of wrestlers these smarks love the most. And seeing these wrestlers are just cringeworthy to watch. First of all, the Cuck Bucks, the Faggot Bucks, are not the best tag team. They're the worst tag team ever. They're not original. They literally like the Rockers and DX combined. They're not original. They're not original in the slightest. They're not original. You got Cody Rhodes, a failed wrestler. He failed at WWE so horribly. He cannot cut a fucking promo. He sucked major horse dick. And he's literally not even that good. He's not good in the ring. He sucks. He fails. Compared to his older brother, Dustin, formerly known as Goldust. Goldust had headlines and made big impact on the wrestling. Being he really has good character at the time. Back in the day. Dustin's still a badass still. His younger brother is nothing. He's nothing. He's pretty much the person in charge. Then now you get Kenny Omega, the nerdiest. That's what you call a fucking wrestling nerd. That guy, Kenny Omega, might have a cool theme song. I'm not gonna lie, his theme songs are pretty good. But I hate his mic skills. I hate his work rate. I just hate when he's in the ring, he exposes the wrestling business. He doesn't even freaking keep kayfabe going. It's so cringeworthy. That guy, saying that this guy is the best wrestler in the world. This guy. Compare this guy to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold wins automatically. Not even taking. Like, because Stone Cold, he's a badass. Undertaker's even a badass as well. Sting is a badass. Like, all these old wrestlers are badass. Are way better than this Kenny Omega. This faggot Omega. There's a complete turd. He's a complete turd that wrestling fans, they just like. Like, literally. You got fucking Adam Cole as well. This guy's a turd as well. You know, I saw him actually just made his debut in AEW with his fucking faggot friends. You know. Oh yeah, by the way, the Bullet Club is just an NWO ripoff. A shitty indie version of the... It's the fucking bargain bin version of NWO. It's just you find it for like just like in the bargain bins. Like, the NWO has class, cool, awesome, and have a badass theme song. Even like different factions, like the Wolfpack faction, is pretty cool as well. But these Bullet Clubs are just cringe. They're hella fucking cringe. Why the fuck? What is this shit? What is this? AEW is gonna come and go. I can guarantee you, AEW is come and go. I know I might sound like you sound like a guy on Reddit. These guys on Reddit, they love fucking Finn Balor, jerking off to Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, to jack off these indie guys, jack off to Kenny Omega. Fucking nerd. Freaking ruined the business. This man, Kenny Omega, fucking fought an 8-year-old girl. An 8-year-old girl and a blow-up doll. Like, what? Who in what world? Like, this is like there's some dark web shit. That's some dark web shit. Like, you fighting fights an 8-year-old girl and a blow-up doll. You could just look at it on YouTube. Just type in Kenny versus a blow-up doll or AW versus an 8-year-old girl. It's there. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's garbage. Like, how are we going from two guys from back in like the Greek times when these two like the pretend this sport is real, from protecting the business, and as well to the 90s. People still protecting the business, protecting their character and all that shit. To now just people fighting blow-ups. What next? To, like what? He's fighting a stick? Like, what the hell is this? What's kind of... That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. If I found a guy like that, I would fire him. I would not even sign him. Like, how the fuck, man? It's ridiculous. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's literally stupid. Like, I couldn't believe shit like this exists. Like, I couldn't believe shit like this exists in wrestling. It's why I'm just turned off from wrestling. Like, casual fans like myself wants character, storytelling, good storyline characters, large and rough wrestlers, people almost fake fighting. Instead of just freaking gymnastics and shit like that. And the hardcore, the smarks, these fucking fat, sticky neckbeards, and fucking just like definitely just smell their own fucking farts every day. Smell their own fucking farts, eat freaking Big Mac, and eat all this fucking just garbage, freaking junk food, every single damn day in their fucking life. They just care about Finn Balor and all that shit. Like, I'll become like Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. I want to be just like them. Guess what? You try to get like them, to try to get in shape, you can't get in shape because you're too fucking fat, you're too big. Jesus. You freaking wrestling forums, like, just, oh my god. And from the WWE side, they push the wrong wrestlers to become big. They just choose the worst people. Like, the women's division, who the fuck cares about it anyway? You got Cringy Lynch in there, probably. They like to call her Cringy Lynch because she's cringy as fuck. And I've seen... She fought some other chick in under a couple seconds. Wow. Women's wrestling. Yeah, the Divas Revolution, my ass. The force Diva shit down people's throat every fucking year. Ever since 2015. It failed. It's a failure. No one cares about female wrestling. Nobody cares. I don't care. You don't care. Nobody cares. The bathroom breaks. Just fucking ridiculous. I swear, like, seriously, but these fucking indie wrestlers, Hulk Hogan, wrestlers like Hogan, wrestlers like The Rock will destroy these fucking guys in an instant, will break them in half. The wrestlers really are so fucking bad. You make like WWE are so bad. You make John Cena look acceptable. Like fucking hell. Like seriously, it's just ridiculous. Oh my god, it's just literally. That's why I'm not gonna cover any wrestling stuff related in the anything from the main product. Fuck that. I'll talk about anything that's related from the old era. I think I'm done with my ranting. I rant a bit long enough. I just hated this is just independent wrestling. It's just completely, absolutely garbage. These indie wrestlers are the ones why wrestling is dead. That's why I turned off wrestling completely. They sucked my love of wrestling dry. Every year's getting worse and worse and worse. And I feel like, please care about us. Please care about us. Nobody gives a flying fuck about it. AEW's gonna be going out of business in like a few years. No fucking joke. They're out of business for a few years. And I mean, I'll buy their game. Doesn't mean I hate AEW with a passion. I'll see their game and see if it's fun. Maybe I'm just gonna play like just Chris Jericho and Sting. That's all I'm gonna be playing as. I'm not gonna be playing as these new fucking wrestlers who are cringe as hell. Oh boy. Okay, that's it. I done my rant. Hopefully the next episode, next Sunday, I can just make something. I'll put it on Instagram. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my rant. See ya.